Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place.
I'm gonna give you a good soundbite here, but I need to think about it first. And I'm gonna give you something so profound, it's probably gonna make me famous. I don't know. We'll see.
Superstar game warden Joe Kambic patrols Deer Lodge, Montana. It may be near the end of the hunting season, but that doesn't mean the action lets up.
She was coming down past Spring Ranch, and she said there were some people sitting on the road, shooting from the roadway towards Spring Ranch, and some cow elk.
Okay. And this just happened?
Yeah, she was on her way back in, and she said there was one maroon SUV with a game card on it, and they were shooting from the roadway.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Change of plans. We're rolling again.
In Montana's Region 2, Warden Joe Kambic races to a tip. The caller says she watched hunters harass a herd of elk to move them off private property.
How's it going today?
Just good, and how are you?
Good. Did you guys see a maroon SUV much like yours with a game cart, or did you have a game cart?
Mine, yeah.
Okay. So did you guys shoot at some elk?
Yeah,
Okay. And I'm assuming you didn't hit one since you don't have it with you.
I know better than that.
Okay.
Trying to get them to turn around.
Trying to what now?
Get them to turn around.
So you were shooting at them on the private?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know you can't do that?
No.
You also know you can't shoot from the road?
Hunting, though. If I would have been hunting, I would have hit one of them.
Listen to me. You can't shoot at elk on private property. That's hunting.
Okay.
Okay. And you also know you can't shoot from the road, correct?
Okay.
Well, we're not done, so I need to see your hunting license. Who did all the shooting? Just you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's the reason I'm up here. Is I'm getting calls, so that's why I got to respond.
Well, I can't shoot from this because I'm disabled.
Okay. So the shooting from the road isn't the issue then, because you have. Where's your sticker?
It's right here.
What about your?
Oh, it's in my box right back here.
Okay. That's where they need to be. Okay.
I will put them out there.
I'm gonna try to sort through this. I'm gonna give those back to you. I don't need those. You don't need that one anymore
I'm the
either.
only one that shot up there. So.
Okay. I believe you.
I was just trying to get them turned around, see if they turn around. I didn't think it mattered if you shot on private land.
Yep. That's.
I'm not trespassing on that land, though.
Once your bullet goes across there, you are.
Never heard of that.
Yep. You can't, I mean, if they're standing out here and this is private, that's hunting without landowner permission, because part of the game is the shooting part of it. You see what I'm saying? It's not necessarily trespass because you didn't enter personally on there, but the 87 code, hunting without landowner permission, you did violate. See what I'm saying?
In Montana, illegally shooting an elk on private property carries a stiff fine.
Well, I don't know what I think here. I think, is he fibbing me? Is he just trying to turn him? Doesn't really matter. He's shooting at them. They're on private property. I don't really have a complaint from the landowner, so I just might give him a warning and tell him if I get a complaint from the landowner, then he's screwed. So, okay. This is a written warning.
Okay.
If the landowner calls, I'm not going to go stirring up trouble.
Okay.
But if he calls me and says he saw a maroon vehicle out there shooting at elk, I have no choice but to write you a ticket, you see. But for right now, this is what I'm giving you.
Okay.
Deal?
No problem.
Okay. So, in other words, you don't shoot at elk unless we're aiming to kill them.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Well, I appreciate it, guys.
In Montana, the end of the fall hunting season quickly approaches. With time running out to fill tags, wardens see more hunters bending the rules to try and harvest an elk. In problem areas, wardens deploy a valuable tool to deter illegal activity.
We're gonna make it. He's a biggin. Red 18! Red 18! No, that's not good. I'll make sure everything works. Yeah. Beautiful. You looking at me? What? And this right here is what people go crazy for. Except these aren't real, these are plastic. But they look real.
These decoys are often purchased for the game wardens by Montana sportsmen, so they can police their own ranks and deter unethical hunting. Warden Joe Kambic deploys the decoy in a restricted area where a string of violators has already been reported.
Let's do it. We're setting up a decoy in an area that's very heavily, this road is heavily traveled. You wouldn't know it now, but normally there's lots of vehicles coming up and down, but they can't hunt here. There's elk all over the place. Normally, I get a lot of calls, a lot of complaints, and there are a few people that continue to come into this area and hunt, which they're not supposed to be. And this road is just supposed to be an access road, just to the forest, and that's it. You can't get off on either side, but people are pushing their luck. So we set the bait. We're not forcing them to do it. It's all on their own. We're not out there telling them to shoot it. If they decide to shoot it, then they're breaking the law. And we catch them. Cut.
As fall succumbs to winter, Montana's weather can be harsh and unforgiving. Local wildlife is accustomed to these seasonal patterns, but even they can be overcome by Mother Nature. In Region 4, Warden Kqyn Kuka responds to an unsettling tipmont call.
That's sad. Oh, it was a tipmont call that there were 2 deer on the Smith River, and this is where we found them.
You see that herd deer on the ice?
Right up here?
Right back there, right on that corner, he's laying down. It looks, I don't know if it was hurt, but it looked like it was hurt laying
Okay.
on the ice.
I'll go check on it. Thanks. I wouldn't know if she was sick or stuck in the ice. Oh God, she looks sick. Aww. Shh, shh, shh. I bet she's stuck. How am I supposed to help her? Does her back legs look like they're in the ice? I could put my waders on, but yeah, I mean, I would have to walk down there, cross over there, hope it's shallow enough to walk up on her, but she looks dead. I just want to see if she moves. That's so sad. I bet she was going down to get across the water or get a drink, and she slipped her back legs in there and then got stuck. Let's go get her binoculars and see.
Coming up, Kqyn Kuka braves dangerous ice to try to save Montana wildlife.
There you go. Oh, I don't want to watch this.
In Montana's Region 2, State Game Warden Joe Kambic has set up an elk decoy near a public road. Reports of illegal hunting are commonplace in this area, and simulated wildlife is proven to be an effective deterrent. Just after sunrise, wardens spot a truck. The truck slows for the decoy. Kambic tries to get a clear view in case someone shoots. The driver thinks twice and rightly moves on. While the decoy hasn't enticed a shooter, it has attracted a companion.
I can't see antlers, but if they were little.
That is so funny.
Deer move in to check out the decoy. That's when wardens hear vehicles approaching.
All right, boys, game wardens, put the guns down.
See your hands, fellas. Step away from your four-wheelers, please. As you can see, that's not real. This is a real problem we have up here with people shooting off of this road. So you were the shooter? You were the shooter. Okay, can I see your elk license, please? Yeah, long ways.
I can't believe that.
Looks good up there, right?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna buy me one.
The shooter's hunting license is valid, but that doesn't mean she's off the hook. She's racked up a slew of violations, including shooting from the road, hunting on private property, and possessing an unregistered all-terrain vehicle.
I kept saying, I don't think it's not even moving. I said it didn't even turn its head. And I was right on it, so that just really, I'm sorry. No, I really do apologize. I feel like a real jerk. I thought we were right at the point.
Here's your elk license back. I'm not gonna take that from you. 3 things that we figured out here was wrong. Your ATV needs to be figured out before you can get it on the road. That's the least of my concerns. The biggest part of, my biggest concern here is hunting on private property without landowner permission. It could technically be a trespass. It's posted down there and everything else. That being said, I'm not gonna crucify you on the shooting from the road, but don't do that anymore. And make sure you get the ATV taken care of. And this is just, I'm not gonna go with the criminal trespass. This is just hunting without landowner permission. Okay? Well, the good news is you had an elk license, so that would have made it worse if you didn't. So it's a lesson learned, and you know, we move on, that's all. Yeah. So like I said, if you didn't have an elk tag, that would have been worse yet. Well, go get yourself a good GPS and you'll be in business. Thanks, guys. Not the end of the world. That's why people are crippling elk, because they're shooting at them at 700 yards. That's SEAL Team 6 stuff there. I don't even know if they shoot that far. 700 yards? Wow. That is a poke. Elk have that effect on people. It's called buck fever. For a split moment while they're doing that, they don't think of anything else except for what they're doing, and that's how bad things go down. So, but this decoy and doing these decoys like this, if you can make a few people start to think about it and just pause for a moment, you might save an animal from getting crippled, you might save somebody from doing something stupid, you might save somebody from getting hurt. So that's the whole point of them, really, is to make people think. And even the people that didn't shoot at it, they're gonna go, hey, there's a decoy up there, so be careful. Don't do something stupid.
With a late fall freeze wreaking havoc, the Streamlight Spotlight focuses on Region 4. Warden Kqyn Kuka has discovered a distressed juvenile deer on dangerously thin ice. Venturing onto the ice alone is ill-advised. Luckily, a passing hunter volunteers to assist Warden Kuka.
But I don't know if she's stuck or she's just sick laying on there, because I thought maybe her back legs might have been in the ice, you know? But they don't look like it. Oh, poor little thing. I could put mine on and go with you.
The two decide to throw on waders and test the ice.
So she did move her head again? Poor thing.
What do you think, girl? Huh?
Yeah, even if we get her, we're gonna... Are you stuck? Is she frozen?
If nothing else, she'll jump back in the water and run across there, if she can.
She might be stuck her chest.
With thin ice and river current below, the rescuers can't risk getting any closer.
Oh, she might get there. There you go. Something ain't right. I wonder if...
Keep going. There you go. Stand up. Come on, get out of the water. Keep going, keep going. Get out of the water. You're free. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to watch this.
The deer struggles in deep water. Warden Kuka moves to try and push the buck toward shore. They're running out of time.
Don't go back that way.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen on the job. I didn't think she'd let us do that. She's...
Oh, buck. Got little nubs on it.
Oh, yeah. Here, I was calling him a little lady. He might just be scared.
Hypothermia restricts blood to non-essential muscles. Now that the animal is out of the water, the two attempt to warm it up and restore blood flow.
He's like thinking, when are you gonna take a bite out of me? Oh man, I hope he makes it. That was pretty crazy.
Well,
thanks. I wasn't that brave. I didn't think they would let you grab him. I was waiting for him to kick you. Getting better, getting better. We saved you. You be nice. Just frozen.
yeah.
It was the coldest night last night. Holy smokes. If he was there, yeah. Or if he just struggled all morning, it still is.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cold evening. He's trying. He's on all four. I didn't
Looks
think.
like he's gonna survive. All right.
So when we say we went out saving lives today, you really did. We saved her. I didn't, Tony did. The river, thank God, it was just shallow enough that, you know, when we were breaking through the ice, we could hit bottom and we could get out there. But if it wasn't frozen, we might have been able to help her a little bit better. But I liked saving her. She deserved to live. Had a lot of fight in her.
Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place.
I don't know what they're looking at. I don't think they know we're here yet, but...
It's elk hunting season in Montana, and State Game Warden Bryan Golie is checking up on a piece of block management property. He's spotted a suspicious truck and decides to ask questions.
What's up? I'm doing all right. Are you finding anything? Pretty quiet, huh? All right. No elk?
No.
Haven't seen them. Are you signed in on this place?
Nah, we're just driving through.
All right. Who's we?
My buddy's up here looking for a coyote that he shot.
Ah. Now at video. Where's he at?
Right down over the edge.
All right. You're waiting for him, huh? Well, why don't you take me to him?
Yep.
I was wrong. There's something going on.
While patrolling block management property, Region 4 Warden Bryan Golie is having doubts about a hunter who claims his partner shot a coyote. He suspects they don't have permission. Now, he wants to locate the second hunter and get some answers.
You a little scared?
Yeah, I didn't see it coming.
Huh. So, there's some kind of game you guys playing today?
Oh, we shot a coyote over here. So
A coyote or would it be a deer?
it was a coyote.
Do you have it dead?
No, I can't find it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Where's your gun?
It's in the truck.
Okay. What kind of a coyote? I mean, you're driving down the road, you see a coyote and you shoot or what? Do you have permission to be over here? What's the sneaking around stuff? Did you see me drive by?
Yeah, I knew we didn't have permission, so I was just trying to get in there, grab it, and get out.
Is there a dead deer laying over there? You sure? You sure it's a coyote?
Absolutely.
Where's the coyote at?
I don't know.
That's very interesting to me. Very, very sneaky. So where was the coyote at?
Just on this hillside. Looking for it.
I didn't see you when I come driving by.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a knife or anything on you?
I don't.
All right. So is the coyote out there dead or not?
I don't know. It took off. He hit it, took off.
So you hit it. You didn't. You know, I'm gonna go up there, and if there's a wounded deer or something, guys, I need to know about it.
No, there's not.
So why would you be so sneaky on a coyote?
Because I knew we didn't have permission.
But it's just a coyote. I mean, I understand that, but I mean, let's go in here for a minute. Yes? Stay away from your guns, because I don't know you guys. Come on. So up in the coulee here, huh? There's no deer up there, right? Because I see deer here and people shoot them here all the time. Interesting. Where were you at when you guys shot? Interesting, you guys. Let's go back. Why don't you come over here? You can grab a seat, but don't grab no guns, okay? Here, come over here. Grab a seat in my truck. You didn't see me come down the road, huh?
No, I didn't see it coming.
You look like a deer in the headlights.
Coming up,
So when I go up on that hill and look around, am I gonna find a deer that's been gut shot or anything? If I do, you know what that is. It's waste of game. It's abandonment. You understand that?
today's Streamlight Spotlight shines on Region 5 Game Warden Paul Luepke. He's in south central Montana checking the morning harvest for compliance in a hunting area with special regulations.
How we doing, guys?
Good. How's it going? Howdy, howdy.
What'd you get?
Got one.
I heard. Was that you that I heard?
That was him.
That was you.
Me and my father-in-law.
Okay.
2 muleys,
Yeah.
females.
Yeah. You got mule deer does up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys put tags on them?
Yeah, we're gonna go grab and gut it.
We're gonna go grab them right now. My wife's over with them right now.
Okay. Where are the tags on them?
I forgot it's in my jacket actually right here.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
That's his
These are two. So you have a general deer license and a wolf license?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're sure they're mule deer does?
Yep.
Okay. Now, are you allowed to put a general deer license on a mule deer doe in this hunting district?
Thought we could.
Yeah, A tags. I thought you could put it on a.
You cannot. You cannot. So we have an issue. I'm seriously, I'm sorry to tell you.
Are you-
Because
I
I can tell this is an accident, right?
Yeah, this is my first time on it.
Okay. So how far up the road are they? Are the deer pretty close to this road here?
No, they're on this other side.
Actually, they're closer to this road than this one. They're right where the hill goes down and
Yeah.
comes right back up.
Okay.
They're right on the side of that ravine at about 150 yards up from this road.
I'm guessing your father-in-law does not have the special B license for the mule deer doe in addition. I'm just guessing. He probably just has a general too.
So
doesn't he?
when did they
assuming he
change the
does.
law?
It's been a couple of years.
Oh, geez,
So you see those hoofs in the back of my truck there?
Yeah.
I got 2 mule deer does that are kind of in the same deal from yesterday. So they're protected. They have been for the past couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And if you would have read the regs, which is now I wish you would have done.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
in a way I feel bad about it because I can tell you guys didn't do this on purpose. I don't think.
No.
this-
I've always thought with deer A's, it was antlerless or non-antlerless.
Yeah, and it was that way for quite a while until our numbers started slipping. So also there's another issue too. You got to put your tag on immediately when it's killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now you got an untagged deer up there. Did you just leave this in the truck?
That was in my jacket, and then we were coming back to get it, and I just
Yeah, we
totally
were
didn't
grabbing the
even
blades
think
and
about
everything
it.
and going right back up there.
Okay. So, I mean, if you look in the reg, it says immediately after something's killed, you got to put your license on it, right? So say I was, trekking around up there, and you had a deer that you just shot without a tag on it. You're like, man, this is this is bad, okay? Yeah. So we got a couple issues, and I'm glad you guys are being calm about it, but
No problem.
we'll just get it straightened out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang on to your conservation license for now. You still need to tag it because you can't not tag it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to notch out your general license and put it on the deer, okay? Tell your father-in-law to notch out his tag and put that on the deer. You gotta get him out of the field. So I'm gonna give you that back. Let's get the deer taken care of, get them tagged, get them gutted, get them out of the field. And then I gotta go back to Columbus here to deal with another type of same kind of a deal.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. So why don't you guys meet me at the check station? You know where the check station is?
Yeah, in Columbus.
Okay,
Yep.
yep.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah. We'll get it straightened out. Thanks, guys.
no problem.
Okay, those guys were very cooperative. I mean, I think they honestly didn't know it was a mistake, but people got to get in there and read those regs because, just the population dynamics of these animals, the deer, they're always going up and going down, and the biologists set, limits and restrictions based on their counts. And so right now the mule deer does are protected, and for many years they were not protected. When I say protected, I mean you have to have a special B license So previous to a couple years ago, you could put your general license on a doe or a buck. This year you cannot. It's a special drawing, and neither of those guys had tags, but I could tell right when they came up to me, they're all excited, you know, that they shot 2 mule deer does. But I said, I'm guessing you didn't have the tags for them, and I was right. And then the other issue is that guy didn't tag his deer right away, and that's definitely a violation of Montana, so we might address that too. They're gonna go get the deer, meet us down in Columbus, and then basically they're gonna kind of line up to get some tickets, I guess. There's no other way to put it, so we'll keep going.
Over in Montana's Region 4, Game Warden Bryan Golie has stopped 2 men who claim they shot a coyote. The problem is, they're hunting on private property and have already admitted they don't have permission. The warden suspects something's not quite right.
Yo, come over here. Grab a seat in my truck. Okay, here's the deal. I realize it's just a coyote, but I don't know if I believe you. So when I go up on that hill and look around, am I gonna find a deer that's been gut shot or anything? If I do, you know what that is. It's waste of game. It's abandonment. You understand that? You're fully aware?
Yes.
All right, okay. I'll be right back with you.
Coyote hunting in Montana is unregulated, but that doesn't give sportsmen permission to hunt private land.
Okay, just one. Okay, so there's a problem here in the sense that you're both hunting on land that you don't have permission on, right? And you guys know better because why? Because it's posted. And here's the problem I have is you can be charged with criminal trespass just for shooting that coyote. That's $500 fine, okay? For a coyote. That's why it's imperative that we figure out you were shooting at a coyote and not a deer, right? All right. But my question, though, is really, I mean, if you're willing to go through that kind of an effort to shoot a coyote and then hide, what would you do with a deer? You know what I mean? I mean, you've never done this with a deer, have you? Ever? Have you ever done it with an elk or anything like that? You've never been contacted by Fish and Game for anything like this? I wish you guys wanted to do that. This is block management. And so there's people up there hunting. Did you see any cars parked up there? Right. So that guy got permission to hunt this block management, and he signed in there. You guys drive up the road and you start shooting, it's not fair to him because they signed in, and then people are shooting everything from the road, running the game off. Even if it's a coyote. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do you a favor. And the favor is, I'm gonna write you a $60 ticket for being out there. And I'm gonna write your buddy one too. I realize it's a coyote and it's not that big of a deal, but when you add in all the other stuff that there's people signed in to hunt here, and you guys know the rules, there's just really no excuse for that, I would say. Would you agree? You know what? I probably would give you a complete break if you just would have stopped, got to the fence, shot it, and then told me exactly what was going on. But the hiding and that was just a little weird. So I just don't think I can let that go. Give me that empty brass if you want. You don't have to, but I'll take your gun if you don't. Because I need it as evidence, okay? Shut your door. Here's your license back. The reason I'm taking this is because if there is a deer or something up there, this is why. So here's the deal. I've explained that you're getting a break from shooting from the road. That goes on your traffic code. Okay, I'm not gonna write you that, and I didn't write either one of you criminal trespass, which is a $500 fine. And I wrote you guys each a citation for shooting the coyote without landlord permission. It's called you have to have permission to hunt gophers, coyotes, prairie dogs, whatever it is. So you have to have permission for big game, but you also have to permission to hunt anything on land, birds, whatever it is. You guys did not have permission. And there's 2 reasons I'm taking this serious, because there's people signed in here and they're hunting and I want you shooting at them. And the fact that you guys knew it and you shot from the road. And it's posted for criminal trespass. So I'm giving you a lot of breaks. You have no record, no criminal record that this took place. Okay, except with Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. That's it. It's just an incident that happened because you saw a coyote. It's not the end of the world. We move on from here. When I see you guys the next time, it's under good circumstances. I know that. Thank you very much. See you later. I mean, I just couldn't believe he came running out of the ditch. I thought it was like an actor. I mean, I'm serious, it looked staged, didn't it? There's no way nobody's gonna believe we didn't stage this. No way. I'm not convinced they shot at a coyote. Not at all. You would not do what he did for a coyote.
Region 5 Game Warden Paul Luepke's got a date. He's headed to a biological game check station to meet a group of hunters he met earlier in the day. The men shot 2 mule deer without having the correct hunting licenses.
Okay, so you guys kind of discussed this a little bit, right? And there's a few issues here, so I mean, you guys can all gather around if you want, because you guys are all together, right? So have a little teachable moment, for lack of any better term, right? Okay, so for the past couple of years, mule deer doe have been protected. Actually, we don't say mule deer doe, we say antlered and antlerless doe, but it's for doe protection, right? Our numbers are down. When the numbers reach a certain level, the biologists adjust the quotas and the license requirements. So right now you can't take a mule deer doe without a special permit. The only way to get a special permit or a special B license is to enter a drawing back in June. And then if you're lucky enough to draw, you know, they'll say they issue 50 of them or 1,000 or 75, whatever. So you guys know about special drawings for permits and stuff like that. So that mule deer there, right there, is in and of itself unlawful. Another issue we had too is as soon as that animal went down, whether it was lawful or not, whether you knew it or not, that tag needs to go on the animal immediately, notched out, boom, not later, not when you get the four-wheeler up to it, not when you get it to the truck, right? Right away. The little buck over there, technically that's an antlerless deer. It doesn't have antlers. Antlers are just defined as, you know, bone sticking up 4 inches or more, right? But I'm not gonna make quite a big deal out of that because the point of the law is to protect the overall population. So you're allowed to take you're allowed to take a mule deer buck on a general license. So you're okay there. Technically I could write you a ticket for that, but biologically it wouldn't really enforce anything. So I'm gonna give you a warning for that, okay? So I think in the interest of fairness, the way I'm gonna handle this is this animal needs to be spoken for. So in a worst case scenario, you get a hunting without a license ticket. It's a $535 ticket and you could lose your privileges for up to 24 months. I do believe that you just didn't know any better, you didn't read the regs, and that's ultimately it's your fault because you're the one that pulled the trigger on this one. You got lucky, okay? You could just as easily be getting a $135 ticket in addition to it, right? And I'm gonna give you a warning, like I just said. But I'm gonna do you a solid, I guess, and in the interest of fairness, the same thing I've been doing with other people that either do it unintentionally or do intentionally and then realize later they screwed up and they turn themselves in. I write what's called a commission rule and regulation ticket. It's a $135 ticket as compared to a $535 ticket. You also don't lose your privileges for that. And the reason why we can't just give out warnings is because it encourages sloppy hunting. When I say that, I mean, say there's a herd of deer, let's just shoot into them. If we shoot too many or if we accidentally shoot a doe, we'll just call the game warden, he'll give us a warning and send us on his way. So we can't do that. You gotta answer for shooting this protected animal. Does that make sense? Does that seem fair, at least?
More than fair.
Okay. And so of course you're gonna lose this one, same as those, just go to the food bank. So we'll do some paperwork and we'll get you guys going. Do you have a driver's license on you? And I also appreciate, I mean, I gave you guys some instructions and you followed them exactly and brought them down. So that's another reason why I'm cutting you a break on this one here. And also giving you warnings on this I mean, some game wardens will just straight up write you a ticket and take your animal for that, because it's been like that for a lot of years. So if you guys are gonna come out here, whether you had a lot of experience or not, you gotta read those regulations and really look into them. So, and I can show you when we're done where it says all this stuff, but you know, if you gotta figure out hunting district you're in 575, go see what a general license is good for. It's good for a antlered mule deer, antlered whitetail, or an antlerless whitetail. Otherwise, you gotta have a special license for all the other ones. All right, let me see your license. Let me see your license. We'll scratch out some paperwork and we'll get with you. Written warning.
Montana game wardens uphold state and federal game laws. Their job is to protect the wildlife and educate the hunting community.
We can hunt on.
This is exactly why Warden Luepke writes several warnings and only one ticket.
That works. No problem. We're good, we're good, we're good. I'll take it from here. You can still go buy some over-the-counter whitetail doe licenses, and I'd highly recommend that. They're like 10 bucks or 15 bucks or something. You can go right to a license provider and just say you want the mule deer doe license. It's a 005-10 license, and then you're still good to go shoot some mule deer does. So, okay, for what it's worth.
005-10?
Yep, it's just a single region antlerless whitetail license. And that's good for anywhere in Region 5 as long as you have permission to be there. So.
Well, I got a DRA, so I got to tell my dad he's got a DRA, so I got to tell him the whole thing about everything's changed. We can't go, we got to kill him.
That would be a good idea. Spread the word.
Yeah, oh yeah, I will.
All right, guys. It's quite a theme right now, people killing mule deer does out of license, and got a couple more coming through. Very similar stuff. They're shooting them first, asking questions later, then realizing they did something wrong, and sometimes they turn themselves in, sometimes we catch them in the field, but either way, the result is the same.